Hello, my YouTube friends. We are getting ready to build a scene that I was inspired to do just because I want to show some different techniques here from the school game winner, Jeff Lopez. And before we get into that, I want to drop this here for you all. You can grab my free course and get instant access and simply start with your free trial to learn all of the things that you're about to see here. The link should be inside there. Come, join, learn, no pressure. Um, just take what you can and do with it what you want, right? So, I am about to show you some things that inspired me to do this. And it's truthfully not one that I would use personally. I had it there for a second. But I love doing these because it then shows people how to do it themselves. All right, so let's bring this up, giving everyone an opportunity to get in here first. Bring this up, giving everyone an opportunity to get me mute that. All right, so we've got it. And let me bring that down so I can click onto this. And oops, wrong one. Bam. Okay, let's go here and there we go. All right, perfect. So if you've got questions, do me a favor, put them in the comment like this, a Q. Then questions, a Q with a, oops, look at me all over the place. There we go. All right, a Q with a colon, then put your question inside there. All right, everything here is unscripted. We are just getting started, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So first thing, let me show you what it looks like. So I was watching one of Jeff's videos the other day inside his community, and my ADHD brain was like, let's just do something similar to this right here. But not just the background. I'm going to show you what the actual one looked like here that I wanted to show and that we're going to build off of. Okay. All right. So let me put the questions down there, get my regular thing set up again, and think this is it. Let me make sure. Yes, this is it. All right. So this is what it looked like. So when he was doing this video, because I always talk about visuals and how this is going to, show off and make you look. So in this, I want you to see how he has the items behind him. And then he has these this uh camera thing that looks, but then on the side of it, it looks like there's a shadow right behind it. So in essence, that's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. And as you're looking at that, we're going to refer back to it. But remember, we are powering everything through Ecamm, our most powerful content creation tool out there. If you don't have it yet, grab it right now in the free trial inside the comment section. It is for Mac users only. Sorry, PC users. One day you get to be cool kids like us. Right. So this is what it looks like after I built it. All right. So you can see the similarities of how this looks. Everything is in there. I used a background that's different through GPTs, one of the GPTs, whichever one I made. And this is how it looks. So as I go along with this, if you've got questions, throw them in the chat. We will be answering them so you can see how to use this. And if you're an Ecamm user, definitely think about coming to our community so we can show you how to do some of these stuff more one-to-one as well. Because I understand when you're first starting off, right? It's so much. Okay, so there's a couple of little intricate things here. Well, not intricate, but things that you may not notice. But there's a color that's going around the background. So we're going to do that. Very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start off with a new scene, right? And let me copy that so I can put that there. So we start off with a new scene, and you all know I love and tell you that my scenes, your scenes should be blank. Let me see if I paste my camera there. All right. And well, that's cool. Yeah, we'll start with that there. And I'm using my green screen to put that there. All right, cool. And I'm gonna show you how I got that. But so for right now, we're just gonna put this in the corner in a circle so I can show you how all this looks. All right, here we go. So the very first thing that I'm actually, hold on, let me get this me centered more here. There we go. All right. So the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to use a shape overlay. Now, if you're a beginner and I'm saying some of these terms, you may not understand it. That's fine. Again, you will, for the most part, catch up on it. Um, but again, coming to a community, you're going to learn how to do a lot more of this stuff in detail. All right. So I am going to use a shape overlay. Should I show the back end of this? No, let's just show it first. So I'm going to use a shape overlay. Now, with this shape overlay, I am going to, let me put it below my camera. And I am going to make sure that the shape of it is custom so I can drag it out. There we go. So now I just want to cover the entire screen with this. And there we go. That's our first step. We just created the background of what this looks like. Okay. And also, just to kind of do this, I'm going to reference back to this just to show you as we go through this, right? It's like an artist who looks at the inspiration and then they, draw from it. Okay. So it's a very simple scene when we break it down, but I'm just going to show you the basics of it. Uh, all right. Now, um, now all we have to do is bring in our document or whatever visual thing that we're going to be training on. So let me go back here really quick and let me grab this, bring it back into my scene and put it there. All right. So this is the document that we're going to be using. Let's put it here. All right. And now I'm just going to, just for the sake of speed, just going to kind of resize it just really quick. There we go. And here we don't need any of that. Let's just say this is just, that's just a document. Okay. All right. Bam. Resize that out. All right. So that's it. And again, we can look at the inspiration here. Now, before I go further, let me show you what I did also. So what I did for the background is I added motion inside of it so that now when uh, this background is here, you can see the colors. Like for example, you see the yellow here now is purple on this side of the screen. Now it goes back to, yellow. So that's motion. That does a big trick for the human eyes when we're doing our videos. Keeps it engaged without directly saying something. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to bring this shape of my camera back to custom so that I can now resize it in essence and put it kind of where I want it in whatever size you want, right? If you want it more rectangle, you want it more square. The background again is one I just copied from that inspiration and I did it in GPT and then just dragged it into Ecamm, right? E-cameras, we know how that is, drag and drop, and it does everything itself in essence, right? So if you have not seen, if you're tired of editing, if you're tired of doing all of that stuff, please learn Ecamm. And then while you're at that, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe and that bell so that you do get notified of when we go live and all of the new videos that are popping up that brings value to your life. Okay, that is it. That is how simple that is to be able to create this visual. Oh, let me show you one more thing. So I'm going to change the color of the shadow that's behind just so you can see it and know what I'm referencing. So I'm going to change it to, let's go red, right? So you see that red that's behind that now. That is the shadow, and I'll change it back to black. Let me see, a little bit less. There we go, because we don't want it to be as dark, right? What's another great thing about this too is I can change the angle, if you will, right? So right now it's coming this way. Yeah, the shadow's over here. There you go, Chuck, right? See, we catching the side. There we go. The shadow's right over here. Now watch how the angle changes to go to the other side now, right? Now it's over here, right? Again, Ecamm, powerful, making it work. But I think it does look better over on the side here. Okay. There's so many more things you can do with that, but we'll leave it there as well, right? Just wanted to show you what it looks like. Now we have the same thing. Look at this compared to when you do a regular, video or something like that, right? Just makes it so much more visual, stimulating, and everything like that. Yes. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it in reference of that. Let's go ahead and get that off. And now look, this is the end result. Okay. Yay. Let's see what else. Nothing else really. This is it. You want to learn more of how to do that? The link is inside of the description, but I'll put it in the chat here as well for anyone else who wants to learn how to run live events, webinars to build your money. This is the place to be. This is how we do it. And remember, once again, grab my free course. You get instant access right away. Just simply start your free trial. That is it. Come 6-7 days, you will decide to stay or leave. Use what you got. Worst thing that can happen is you learn how to improve your video content to grab people's attention. All right. Keep branding yourselves like the bosses that you are. See you guys.
Brand like a boss. Brand like a boss.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Oh, you're expecting a teaser for Deadpool 2. Well, we don't have that kind of money. Are you expecting Sam Jackson show up with an eye patch and a saucy little leather number? Go.